guys, Princess3X, and today I am filming a back to school video. I know a lot of you guys are like, oh my gosh, back to school, what is this? But in reality for me, I go back in 8 days, which is crazy. I feel like the summer just started, but now I have to go back. But I wanted to do a back to school organization video, slash supply haul, slash I don't know what else, back to school stuff, all in one video. And I am hopefully going to do some back to school looks for I don't know, different grades or different types of eyes, stuff like that. I'll hopefully get a series like that done, and I'm also going to do a fall lookbook video sometime after I start school, just to show you guys sort of what I wear to school every day. Anyways, I'm just going to get started, I guess. So the first major thing that you guys all know about school is a backpack, obviously. You need something to carry your stuff in, and I know there's loads of different bags out there. There's loads of different ways to, I don't know, carry your books. And I know that back in middle school, or I don't know if it's still a trend in middle school, to carry a tote bag because they're sort of cuter than backpacks, so you can get them in a bunch of different designs. I'm a rising junior. I'm going to be a junior this year, and so I'm going to have loads of textbooks. Like, I figured this out my 9th grade year. You cannot carry a tote bag in high school. I mean, you can, and that's your choice if you want to, but for me it's almost impossible because I have so many books and textbooks, and I don't use a locker at all. You can use a locker in high school, and in that case I guess it's fine to carry a tote bag, but I don't have a locker because my classes are spread out all over the place, and I just don't have time in between hall switch, which is 4 minutes long, to stop by my locker and get my stuff out. And then I'm worried I might like forget my homework in there or something like that. So I'm just so much more comfortable with keeping it all in my backpack. So as a result, I don't carry a tote bag. It's impossible to. It's hard on my shoulder, and it stresses on the handles of the tote bag, so the tote bag doesn't last long at all. So I just got a backpack, and I had a backpack for my sophomore year, but I didn't like it. So I got a new one this year, and I will show you it because it is super cute. I just got it yesterday, or 2 days ago. I still have the tags on it because of course I'm not really going to use it until the school year starts. This is from JCPenney, and it's really not supposed to be a backpack. I mean, I guess it is. It has the word backpack on the label, but it's more for like looks and like fashion type things than it is for school. I wanted to get a backpack, but I also didn't want to get like a backpack that everybody would have, or one that was super plain, because I'm just not that kind of person. I'm really like into fashion and everything, so I didn't want to get a plain backpack because I didn't think that was really me at all. So I got this backpack. I don't know if you guys have heard of the Olsen Boy line from JCPenney, but it is an amazing line. It's from Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen, or one or the other, I don't know. But this backpack was $48 on sale for $27. It was 40% off or 50% off or whatever. And yeah, you can see the Olsen Boy tag has their whole like I don't know, saying here. Says available at JCPenney, and you can also go to their site, which is olsenboy.com, and it's spelled Olsen, B-O-Y-E. So yeah, I will post the link to their website in the down bar, and I will also post the link to jcpenney.com where you can find this backpack. So it looks like this, and it is a floral, sort of vintagey printed backpack with brown leather straps, and I wish I could, let me see if I can lean back. It is gorgeous. It is a tad smaller than regular backpacks from the store, but I can brave it for a backpack this cute. It has pouches on the side that are like button closures, and so that's really nice. And then it has one on the side as well. And then it has, before I open the top, it has a big pocket in the front as well, which this is impossible to try and do. But there's a pocket at the front as well that's a button closure. And then it has straps that are like belt buckles. You lift up the top, and the actual piece up here, the actual big pocket, is drawstringed. So you could technically just drawstring it and then flip this over and walk down the hallway. That's what I would do, or that's what I'm probably going to do. But anyways, I'll undrawstring it for you guys. And it opens up. So it has stuffing all up in it because I just got it and I haven't taken anything out. And it has 2 pockets, and then it has a zipper pocket. So it's basically like a big purse, but I'm going to use it as my backpack. trying to pull out the stuffing because I don't even know how big it is. I just sort of bought it. But I mean, it's decent sized. It's huge. So you're gonna need a backpack, and I recommend the ones that go over to your shoulders and have 2 straps on the back, like this, that you just, you know, put on your back, because you can wear them one shoulder or you can wear them on both shoulders, and it's just so much easier on your shoulders, and the weight is distributed more evenly. So that's basically my rant about backpacks. Starting off with supplies, just yesterday I picked up a bunch of notebooks, or not a lot, just 3, because the way my classes are done, it's 1 semester, which is half a year, and that I have first period, second period, third period, fourth period, and fifth period, and sixth period. Third period being a study hall, and then second semester I have first through sixth, and the classes change, or at least some of them do. It just depends on what class you're taking, but my first and my second periods are year-long classes, so those don't change. My third period is a year-long study hall, and it doesn't change. And then my fourth, fifth, and sixth are both semester-long classes, so those are the only classes that change. So that's the only time I would really need to change notebooks or anything. So I only got 3 notebooks, and the reason for that being, even though I have 6 classes for semester, 4 of those classes, or not 4, yeah, 4 of those classes I don't need notebooks for. I was going to get 3 subjects because the 3 classes that I wanted to get notebooks for were big sort of classes that I would take a lot of notes in. And then my mom showed me these notebooks, and they're actually 1 subjects, but they have like the page number of like a 3 subject. So it's a lot better deal, and they're a lot cuter than just the regular 3 subjects. Sorry about my crazy hair. And sorry if I'm talking fast. I'm trying to get a lot of information in a shorter period of time, and I don't want to make this video crazy long. But anyways, they look like this, and they have this really sleek cover, which I like the feeling of. And this one is hot pink. I know a lot of people color code their notebooks. I don't. I just take a permanent marker and write, like up here, I write the class name that this notebook is for. And the reason for that being, if they're sitting on my backpack like this, I can just quickly like shuffle through them and just find the one that has the correct name up here. So that's what I do with all my notebooks. I haven't labeled these ones yet, but I'm going to do so soon. And they also have a folder here, which isn't, you know, it's fine. I don't think I would ever really stick many papers in here. Maybe, but not really. I don't think I'll ever really use this, but it's nice anyways. So it has a little folder here, so that's nice if you don't want to buy extra folders. And this, I don't know the brand because the brand is not anywhere on this, so I don't know how to tell you to get these. Yeah, I don't know what to say because there's no labels on this. But I guess just check out your local Walmart. I got all my supplies from Walmart if you're wondering. And it says Carolina Pad at the bottom, so I don't know if that's the brand, but you can check it out. So anyways, this one's pink, hot pink. I'm very picky about notebook colors as well. I don't like the really bright red and yellow and regular colors like that. They just sort of bother me. And then I got another pink one. And then I got a black one because I love black notebooks. They're just simple and nice. So I got a black version of it as well. And then moving on to binders. I'm not a big person on binders. I'll go into like a class on meet and greet day and meet my teacher and just ask them like, what do you want me to have for your class? What do you think I should need? Do you have any recommendations for stuff? And they'll always be like, get a binder. And I'm just like, ugh, a binder? Like that's like the last thing I want is a binder, because I don't know, they're uncomfortable for me. Like opening it up and then writing on it is just, it's uncomfortable for me. It takes up way too much space on the desk when I can just get a wire-bound notebook and fold it under, and it takes so much less space on the desk and it's just a lot easier. So I don't really use binders all that often. I will buy them if the teacher tells me to. If she says I'm really gonna need a binder, I can't use a notebook, then I will get one. But if they say it's up to you, then I use a notebook all the time. That's why I go through a lot of notebooks during the school year, just because, I don't know, I'm really picky about that kind of stuff. So anyways, I'm going to show you my binder though. This is my binder from last year. I did not get any binders for this year. I don't plan on getting any binders for this year. But this is my binder from last year. It's super messy, sorry. I just found the one that was like laying in my backpack. this is what it looks like, and it has the nice little pocket thing in the front. This clear pocket here, which you guys know comes on most binders. You can buy them with or without the cover, and this one actually does not have a cover on the back. It just has one on the front. It is dirty on the back, sorry. I was laying with a bunch of pencils and pens. And I like the ones with the covers on the front if I do get the covers. The sun just went down, so the lighting just changed. Sorry about that. I like the ones with the covers on the front so that I can stick in a piece of paper with like a label on it, or decorate a piece of paper and stick it in there, so that it's really customized to that certain class or to my own tastes. And I just prefer it that way, so I like to buy them with the plastic cover on them. This is why I hate binders, because I get so disorganized with them, because not everything a teacher gives you is going to be hole punched unless they're that way. So sometimes I just stick the papers in there and then they get jumbled up. You can see how messy it is on the bottom. They get jumbled up, they get ripped and crinkled and everything, and it's just not very neat, or at least not for a person like me. So I prefer not to use binders. I prefer to just use notebooks and folders. As far as folders go, I don't actually use portfolio folders though, like most people do. I use the accordion folder, and this is sort of messed up on the side, but it still works perfectly fine. I've had this one for 2 years now. I used this my sophomore year, and I used it this year, or I'm going to use it this year, and it is hot pink, of course, because pink is my favorite color. And it just has this sort of string thing here, and it goes around the button, and then on the inside I put my first and last name for the purpose of not, you know, wanting to lose it. If I lost it, I could just get it from somebody because it's written in permanent marker. This is what it looks like, and they do come with these white little label things. I think I lost the rest of mine, so I can't relabel it, which sucks, but I can just get pieces of paper and label it that way. So basically what it looks like is it has all these tabs, and they each have their own folder section, and I really, really, really love the idea of these, because it's so much easier to just get a paper, stick it in the class, do my homework, stick it in the class, get a syllabus, stick it in the class, and so on and so forth, so that I always know that no matter what, if it's a paper and it has to do with that class, it is going to be in this class's folder. And it just keeps me so organized. Like the teacher's like, where's your homework? I'm like, oh, did I do it? Let me check the folder. And if it's not in the folder, I didn't do it. Or if it's not in the folder, I left it at home, so on and so forth. It will always be in the class's folder if it's due that day, or if it even has anything to do with that class at all. So I really, really like this. You can see this is labeled with my old classes. The first is my English class, and I label it by order of what I have them in the day. Yeah. Say hi to my viewers. Wait, are you speakerphone? Yeah, you're on speakerphone. Say hi.
Hi.
Okay, where was I? I don't remember where I was. Sorry, I had this crazy mix-up with calls just now that my brain just totally left my head. On to what I was talking about. Oh yes, I love the portfolio folders. I love the way they're set up and everything, and I definitely recommend them if you don't want to have to carry around a million different folders. As far as writing utensils go, I haven't got any pencil pouch this year, but I'm going to pick one up. I do usually carry a pencil pouch with me, and in that pencil pouch I carry post-it notes, because they're very important to have a lot of post-it notes, especially if you're taking an English class. Post-it notes, pens, pencils, highlighters, whiteout, everything that I could possibly ever need for an assignment. As far as pencils go, regular pencils, I carry about 3 or 4 of these. They're nice to have just in case. Mechanical pencils are my favorite. I use these all the time, but when I run out of lead from these, instead of just asking a bunch of other people for lead, I just take one of my pre-sharpened other pencils and use those instead. Highlighters are a must. I cannot stress how much I love highlighters. They just work so well, and they're great for highlighting certain things in notes that a teacher has really, really, really stressed. If you see a teacher stressing a point, usually that means it's going to be on the next test. So I love highlighters for highlighting things when I feel like the teacher wants us to really remember it and know it. And I also like them when I'm studying. If I'm studying for a test or a quiz or whatever, I'll go through my notes and highlight the things that I find to be the most important, or the things that I don't have trouble remembering, so on and so forth. I'll highlight those, and then I will I'll go over it that night, and then in the morning, instead of going over all my notes again, I'll just look at the highlighted points really quickly, and that way the most important things, or the things that I have trouble remembering, are the ones that get drilled in my head the most. And then last but not least, pens. In my school, I don't know how it is for other schools, because I remember back in middle school this rule was not enabled yet. In my school, we're allowed to use pens to write any assignment. It doesn't matter, as long as they're not red ink. I think red or blue ink, because that's the colors that the teacher uses to grade. As long as it's black ink, you can use it to write in all your assignments. So I'm a big pen person. I'm huge on pens. I write everything in pen. I write in my planner in pen. I sometimes do assignments in pen. I've been trying to use pencil more often because I have so many mistakes that I have to like scribble out in pen and then write beside it again. But I am definitely a pen person. And my favorite pens, it's weird to have a favorite pen. Is that weird? I don't know. Tell me if you guys have a favorite pen and what it is. Are the Pilot G207 pens. As I was saying, I was writing on my planner. It is very important to have a planner. My school actually provides planners for students, but the planners they give us are very ugly and they don't have a lot of room to write in, and I just don't like them. I so much prefer to buy my own planner. This is the planner that I bought last year. I'm not going to use this one, of course, because it's out of date and I have to buy a new one, and I don't like the one that I got. I just got sort of the cheapest one just because I didn't feel like paying a lot for a planner, because I didn't think I would really care about it or use it, because sometimes I'll buy a planner and then never use it. But I actually ended up using this one a lot. So this year I'm going to splurge and get me a nice planner, maybe a Moleskine one. But yeah, basically I write everything in planners. I know a lot of people just use their planners to write down homework assignments or things that need to get turned in, reminders, stuff like that. But I write everything in my planners. Like I'll just show you here. I have my assignment here that I have to remember, and then I have more assignments up here, and then I have sleepover with friends, ask parents, or sleepover with friends, dinner with friends, make plans, put on calendar, blah 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 blah. And even sometimes if I have a really bad memory that day, I'll write stuff like do nails, French manicure, or what does it say? Varsity mix, like I had to make a music mix for cheerleading. Watch the first episode of this Korean drama or this Chinese drama, start this drama today because you have time. Update Tumblr, music, dramas, finish cheer mix, wash clothes, Zune cases, download music, update Zune, blah 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 blah. I will write the randomest stuff in here. I'll write do nails, film videos, do this video idea, do French nails, do your hair, read this book, check out Spark Notes, watch Boys Over Flowers. I write the randomest stuff in here, and I remember a lot of people look through my planners and be like, are you serious? Like, you can't remember to do these things on your own? I can understand homework, but that stuff. But yeah, I have a really short-term memory, so I sometimes feel it's necessary for me to write down stuff in a planner, even if it's sort of really trivial, menial stuff. I like to write it in a planner anyways. So that's basically all that I really carry in my backpack. I don't carry my planner in my backpack, I just carry that in my purse. So I do carry a backpack and a purse with me every single day to school. I don't leave the house without my purse. I don't leave the house without my backpack. I feel like I can't fit everything in my backpack because I have to carry a makeup bag for like touch-ups or cotton swabs, medicine, you know, everything goes in my purse. I have pens in my purse, extra pens, extra pencils, planner. I have my wallet with my license and my debit card, my money, my receipts, everything is in my purse. I carry more in my purse than I really do in my backpack, to tell you the truth. I could probably go to school without my backpack and be perfectly fine for the day as long as I have my purse. So soon, right before school starts, I'm going to film a what's in my purse video, an updated one, because I have filmed one before from the past school year, so you can actually check that one out. I will link it in the down bar below. So I will post an updated what's in my purse video. Over the next few days, you'll see me put up another one, because I got a new purse and it's a tad smaller, which is actually a shock. I thought I would actually get a bigger one. It's a tad smaller. I don't know how long it'll last because it is smaller, and I'm more used to big purses, so I'm going to see how this one goes. If it goes well, it goes well. But yeah, that's basically it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment, like, subscribe, send me your requests, and I will see you guys later.